What up, what up? Talk to you real quick before I get into this next load. I'm a few loads behind, so this load that you're gonna see is from like a week and a half ago. But basically that load of containers I took to Florida, I couldn't slide my axle because there was too much weight on the trailer. And I didn't originally slide my axle before I picked the load up because I had to go through Maryland from New Jersey. In Maryland, you have to have your axle open. So basically, when you're going into Florida and you can't slide your axle, you just go online and order a permit. Because I have 53 feet trailer, and you have from your kingpin to your rear axle, center of your rear axle, it's got to be 41 feet or less. If it's more than 41 feet, you have to get a permit. So I was more than 41 feet because my axle was open. Now, with that being said, while I was in Florida, I was picking up another load coming out of Florida, and I was going back to Maryland. In Maryland, your axle is supposed to be open. So instead of closing my axle while I was in Florida when I got loaded to go to Maryland and then have to get a permit up there, I just left my axle open and got another permit. The permit's only like $15, and it don't take no time. You get it instantly, and it's no hassle or anything. I went through pretty much every weigh station that was open, and they seen my axle was open and everything, and I don't know if it shows up that I already had the permit on their end when they look up the DOT number and stuff, but nobody ever came out, measured my truck, or asked me anything, so I was good to go. And basically, that was it. It's 5 states you need to know if you pull in like a 53-foot flat or step or something that you need to close your axle before you go into those states. One is Florida, California, Wisconsin, Connecticut, and New York. Those states, you're supposed to slide your axle closed before you go into those states. But if you got a situation where you can't slide it, I don't know how the other states are, but Florida, you can just go online and order a permit. So I'm pretty sure it might be the same in other states, but yeah, just letting you guys know that that's why my axle is open. And that's pretty much what happened with that. Now here's the video. Okay guys, I'm gonna jump out here and shoot a little video on my load and everything, another special, some scalpel and everything. I picked it up in Florida, taking it up here to Maryland, Baltimore. I'm almost in Baltimore. So before I lose any more daylight, I get a video of what I'm hauling, how I got it secured and everything to show you guys. They wouldn't let me out the truck when we was loading it, so I couldn't even think about filming while we was loading it. So basically, yeah, it's just some roofing material, scalping that they use for roofing or whatever they said. And pretty light, it's only like 28,000. I thought I was picking up something 40,000 pounds, but it's only 28,000, so it ain't too bad. But basically it's just pretty much the main part that holds up all the scaffolding and stuff is these like big leg things. They put them right up against my step, so one strap through holds it down nice and good. This other thing on the other side, this is like in half, so it's like this part and that part, smaller sections. So I got the one strap over, and then the second strap, because it's in half, it's like 2 holding it, but 2 holding the top one. Pretty much 4 over it, which is more than enough to hold that section. Then we move on back, and there's a bunch of miscellaneous, different various lengths and sizes stuff. Crates on the other side, and that pipe on top and different stuff. So I just put a gut wrap on the pipe there, and then I just threw mainly other straps over to hold in the stuff from the other side. And on the back, I got a couple of crates. I just got a couple of straps over holding it. If you notice, I do got my axle open. In Florida, you're supposed to have it closed. But when I went into Florida, I had it open. So when I come out of Florida, I knew I was going back to Maryland. And in Maryland, you're supposed to have it open. So you run into, you either get a permit in Florida or you get a permit in Maryland. So I decided to get another permit in Florida. It's easier, simpler. That way I can just leave it open and run right out the state. Didn't have any problems. And we're already out anyway. We're up here almost in Washington. But it's basically the other side. Got 2 crates on the back. Crate there. And yeah, that's basically my load. Now you see how it's split right there. You see how that strap holds it nice and good. Nothing's moved anywhere. Been riding real good. We're almost up here to deliver. Then drop this in the morning. We'll be picking up some something else tomorrow in Pennsylvania, heading over to Ohio and Illinois. So I'll jump out here and show the video real quick before I run down the road. Got 2 loads. Front load, just a little piece of something like 3,000 pounds, nothing special. Going close by one of my stops for one of these drops, so we got 2 loads with that, or actually these was 3 stops, but this I picked up at one spot. But I have tarp it, so I didn't get really a video of it. I got some pictures of it, so if you check out my Instagram or something, or follow me on Snapchat, you might see some pictures of it. But I got 3 straps on it, because it's like 2 pieces of something on a pallet, so it's like solid steel or iron or something. So I got 2 straps on one piece, 1 strap on another piece. But back here to this machinery I'm hauling, nothing major, nothing special, nothing big. Whole load only weighs like 17,000 pounds. This front piece weighs like 12,000 something. Basically, I got 4 chains on it. It's over 10,000 pounds, so I got 4 independent tie downs. All my tie downs are direct tie downs from trailer to a point on the vehicle. Here at the front, I got an X pattern, and where the bucket would be, the hydraulic arm or whatever, I got it strapped down. Back here on the back, I didn't do an X. I just kind of went same side, but 4 independent pieces individually holding it because it's over 10,000 pounds. Here in the middle, it does articulate, but on the other side of over there, you can see they got a bar. I walk around. They got a bar holding it, and it's keeping it from pivoting, basically. So I don't have to worry about it moving, and I didn't have to put any more extra tie down. So do have that bar across there holding it, so we're good there. Back here on the back, I got this little bitty mini excavator. This thing is super small, so I got 2 chains, 1 on each side, and I just have 2 tie downs. 1 pulling that way, 1 pulling this way. They're both pulling and tied down at the exact same points. It's really light, so it was nothing major. Here on the back, I just put a strap over the boom part so it can't move. It's hydraulic. I didn't really put too much pressure on it because this thing is tiny and it's not really needing too much to hold it down. All my chains are 3/8 inch chains, rated at 6,600 pounds, so none of this equipment's even big enough to even budge go anywhere, so shouldn't move a bit. But we're about to get rolling on down the road. Only got about 360 miles to go. Drop off the one on the back and this one where I'm headed. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, so see you guys on down the road. Over here in Hobart, Indiana, waiting to finish loading. Got 27 of these 10-foot crates. Not that wide, but 10 foot long. Nothing special. It's 6 across the bottom, 6 across second row, 3 on that top. Basically, I just got 2 straps over each section. That last part, he didn't want to put on top, but I finessed him into letting me do it. You be nice to these guys and they'll do stuff for you. You help out the forklift drivers. Be nice to them and they'll work with you. So he put them up there for me, saved me some space since I have to tarp it. I'm just waiting on 2 crates or 2 pallets to put back here on the back, and then we finna tarp this and get rolling on down to Texas, taking us down to Lubbock. Up here in Indiana, had to fight through the traffic this morning. It was real bad on I-80. Ice storm had everything shut down, accidents and everything. So yeah, show you guys the finished product once I get it tarped. All right, they added the last 2 skids. This is by far my worst tarp job, but it's on there. I only had to use 1 tarp, and that's why it's not that great. But it's under there pretty good. You already seen what I had. This last piece is just 2 pallets, so I had to finish tarping it and everything while I was waiting on that. Only thing else I could do is probably put a 2-inch strap pulling down back that way. But the guy was loading me and said it was fine with my tarp not going all the way because I used 1 tarp and I got a 27-foot tarp, so the load was going to be a lot longer than that, but I made it fit where I could only use one tarp. Plus I'm trying to leave some space in case we find a partial or something that can go with it. But yeah, it's just nothing special. Just one of the battered tarp jobs that you'll see from me by far. And I'm about to roll on down to Texas, hopefully into some warmer weather. Just showing you guys what it looked like, and about to roll out. See y'all on the next whatever we pick up.